Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, June 11th, 2025, Aries. In a philosophical or political conversation, you don't hesitate to offer your thoughts. Your examples may be extreme, but your principles are sound. You may get in over your head before you know it and suddenly need an escape route. Your first reaction may be to change the subject. It is better to admit you don't know the answer or don't understand the question. Taurus, you should be in a good mood, although you might have a hard time fully expressing yourself. Perhaps you feel like there is someone keeping an eye on everything that you do. You may feel like a kid in class being watched by a teacher. Don't be intimidated by those with a self-righteous air. You have just as much right to speak your mind as anyone else. Gemini, you may get the feeling that despite all the hard work you've accomplished, something is missing. Still, there is a long road ahead, regardless of the goals you've attained so far. Perhaps the thing that you're searching for is a tender moment with a loved one, something that's much closer than you think. Stop searching far and wide for the thing that might be right under your nose. Cancer, freedom may be a theme for you today. You're beginning to question what is it that you're truly trying to free yourself from. Is it a person, a job, or commitment? These may be the very things you start to search for as soon as you're free from them. Trying to figure out what you want and need in this life is sometimes easier said than done. Don't get stuck on one concept. Do your best to take things gradually. Leo, you're the liquid that takes the shape of a container. Even though this may seem like the most non-confrontational way to do things, you may find that it is actually a cause of great frustration for you and others. Perhaps people may be annoyed that you're always following someone else's lead instead of taking the initiative. Try to be more assertive while continuing to be easygoing. Virgo, you may feel like a puppy that has been let out for the first time. The air is so warm and you're full of energy. You're ready to run over the fields and hills. Unfortunately, you're tied to a stick that you can't move beyond the 10-foot radius. Your heart is ready to fly, but something beyond your control keeps you where you are. Start chewing that rope and free yourself. Libra, you may feel a strange tension and it seems that nothing you say or do is quite right. As much as you may try to do the correct thing, you can't make things click the way you'd like it. Try not to raise your expectations too high. Let go of the idea that things are going to work out exactly the way you want. You may not even know what's best for you in the end. Scorpio, it may be hard for you to maintain your self-discipline. Your childlike nature wants to go out and play. Emotionally, you're anxious to let loose and follow your playful, instinctive nature. Yet, your sense of responsibility is holding you back. This difficult internal tension may be the cause of irritation in many different areas of your life. Do your best to come to a place of balance and harmony. Sagittarius, if you're unclear about the topic of discussion, just say so. Asking questions is an important part of learning. You shouldn't be afraid to ask. Communication may take on a serious tone and intellectual discussions are likely to get heated. Bring up political topics at the dinner table and give everyone a chance to speak on the matter. Don't try to change the subject in order to avoid conversation. Capricorn, you may be shy when it comes to expressing your emotions. This could be a rare thing for you. Other people may wonder if something is wrong. The truth is, you may feel like you need to calm down and focus more of your attention inward instead of directing it outward. Don't look to others to resolve your problems. Deal with them yourself. You're just going through an introspective period. Aquarius, you may not know which way to turn. You may be emotionally weighed down by sentimental feelings and memories that bind you to the past. You may also feel restricted by authority figures who've been around the block more than you have, and therefore you feel that they have the right to tell you how to run your life. Try not to let your thoughts get tied up in either of these scenarios. Pisces, your mind may be going in many different directions with fantastic ideas about how things should be done. The difficulty is communicating these ideas in a way that makes sense. Others may see you as a threat to their authority. Perhaps they feel your ideas would undermine their plans, so they reject them. Don't give up. Fight for your right to be heard and respected. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. Do have yourself a great day.
Good morning and happy Wednesday, guys. Welcome to our show. That's the DBS Morning Show here on DBS TV, of course. Marine is the name. Let's see what our news department has got for us. We'll be back.
Good morning. Time for the news with me, Timothy Polio. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre has announced a major fiscal move aimed at reducing the cost of living for St. Lucians. During a statement to the media yesterday morning, the Prime Minister revealed that the government will remove the 12.5% value-added tax or VAT from a wide range of food items, a move that is expected to lead to immediate price reductions at supermarkets across the island.
These items that I'm going to list for you, the price of these items should go down by 12.5% automatically, even if the price goes up when it's imported. Because the 12.5% that is being collected for the government is no longer there. As it regards the exempt goods, there ought to be some movements in the price, but I cannot vouch for that. What I can vouch for is those that are zero rated, and previously there was VAT on them, and now they've become zero rated, the price ought to go down immediately.
To ensure compliance, the Prime Minister says that mechanisms will be put in place to monitor supermarkets and vendors to make sure the VAT savings are passed on to consumers. We continue the broadcast with news that a violent Sunday night in Marcia has left one man fighting for his life and another fatally shot, reigniting fears in a community long plagued by crime. 29-year-old Denver Felix of Washoe was gunned down in the George Charles Boulevard, while Shane John remains in critical condition after being stabbed multiple times just moments earlier.
Condition is not good at all. As we speak, it's not good, but he's fighting, and we're trying our best to cope with it. And all we're asking for is the end of the violence, because the violence keep on coming. As a community member, businessman in Marcia, I tried my best to have different activities for the youth, and we're still not getting the love and the support. You understand? And right now, there, sadly to say that I am the one who was trying with the youth, and then my brother got injured innocently in something. So I don't know what to do anymore, to be honest.
Family members and residents now wonder if the two incidents are connected, as police launched a full investigation into the deadly night of bloodshed. And a man known across St. Lucia for his viral videos and self-proclaimed title as the president of the Vagrants Association was found dead early Tuesday morning on Chapel Street in Grosley. According to emergency officials, the man appeared to have collapsed while walking and suffered a fatal injury to the throat caused by a tree stump.
In the morning when I'm getting ready to sell the bread, it was about, say, 5:45. We saw the man, me and my neighbor, we saw the man walking, coming up the road towards us. And then, but he was doing as if he's sick, not drunk really, but like he tossing here and there. So we watching, and then the man just go and fall in the corner of the fence over there. And then when we went and we see the man not moving, we thought maybe he just fell. And we see he's not moving, so we stood there.
The circumstances surrounding his death remain unclear, and authorities have yet to confirm his real name. Finally, from us this morning, Deputy Prime Minister and Castries South MP Dr. Ernest Delaire has pushed back against criticism over the relocation of residents from Bannans Bay, defending the process as fair, transparent, and people-centered.
The Prime Minister's office then, the leader of the opposition, issued a statement saying about the developments that will take place, and very soon people will see gradual, work being done there. The Labour Party then, and I, as a representative of the area, had a press conference in 2018 saying that you cannot move and do any work there unless you consult the persons, the individuals living there, and myself as parliamentary rep. There's a press statement issued on this. I wrote a letter to the then Prime Minister, who is now leader of the opposition, about Bannans Bay.
Dr. Hilaire also challenged recent claims that residents were being forcibly removed, calling for evidence and pointing out that some individuals criticizing the process had already accepted compensation. And as the news, thank you so much for watching. Our next news major is at noon, the Lunchtime Report. My name is Timothy Polio. Good morning.
Thanks, guys. We take a break and come right back. Wednesday morning. Sasha Henry is no stranger to us on the morning show, and she's got her exciting event that is upcoming again. And we promised we wanted to keep a tab on that. So it's upcoming, and you get to find out about it so you can decide if that's one for you. All right? Here's Sasha telling us about the Queen's Get Up seminar that she hosts yearly. Well, this young lady here is no stranger to our morning show. If you remember her, maybe the last time we spoke, we didn't speak on what we were about to speak on. We just touched on it briefly because the last time we came here, we came into your professional capacity and as a psychologist, we wanted to tap into your brains on certain matters. But we are here now because you also, you are a motivational speaker. You do a lot in terms of empowerment for women and others. And you've got the second time around, you've got your seminar that is coming up. And we are excited about that because I remember, is the Queen's Get Up? Yes, I remember, and you explained to us how it is that this goes down, and you put a crown on everybody's head after the, we just love, how much details goes into ensuring that this is impactful to the people who attend, and it's upcoming again, and we wanted to get the word out. We wanted to pick your brain also to see what is in there. Some people might be looking on right now, and you know what? It might just be a space that can enhance them in some way, some form. So getting the word out is vital for us.
Sure. Thank you, Maureen. It's always a pleasure. And yes, we are hosting Queen Get Up Women's Empowerment Conference, and this year the theme is from surviving to thriving. So ideally, we want women to be, empowered on how to not just survive. Too many people are just living life and they're surviving, but we want to empower women to really thrive in your workspace, in whatever it is that you do, your personal life, your financial life as well, to thrive. And this year we will be at Bethel's Blessings, the same venue as last year. And we have some very exciting speakers. Of course, yours truly is included in this. And it's just to encourage women. Those of you who are listening, this is a space for you. We are all about upliftment, empowerment, support, supporting women. And even this year, Maureen, we will be showcasing the talents and the giftings and even businesses of the queens who will be coming there, because we don't only speak about supporting women, we actually support women. And this year, some of the queens will be coming with the products to showcase. Wow. So people can purchase.
Oh my God. What is the date for this again?
So it's the 28th of June, the last Saturday in June. Queen Get Up Women's Empowerment Conference. We have a speaker from Barbados, and she will be speaking on mindset shifts, helping the queens to be able to transform setbacks to, moments of empowerment. And she will be using her own story, of how she was an Olympic athlete and what happened on the journey. So I do not want to give it away, but ensure that you are present at Queen Get Up Women's Empowerment Conference 2025. We are also going to be touching on the topic of financial empowerment. One of the things that I've realized, a lot of women do not know, just people on the whole, but we're speaking about women, do not know how to manage their finances. So they spend and they do not invest. They do not know how to budget, how to plan. So we will be having a project manager, an economist, and a former educator who will be teaching the women, the queens, how to budget, how to save, how to invest towards financial empowerment.
Wow. This is amazing. Well, just for insight, your first one, just give us a little rundown of, what was accomplished at that first one, what it was like. So in case persons are, still trying to make up their mind, they could probably get a little bit more in depth as to how this conference normally works and how it empowers.
Okay, so for last year, the focus was from trauma to triumph. And we were assisting women in, just dealing with their own trauma, adverse situations. We look around us, we hear so many news of like death and unemployment, even breakups. A go well can really impact people and cause trauma. So the focus was on helping women to transform that so that they can embrace what is called post-traumatic growth, recognizing that even if you go through difficult life circumstances, you can still, go through, you can still grow from what you experience. And we had so many testimonies. We had the affirmations. We had the crowning of the queens. And coming out of our conference, we've held some support groups for the women, safe spaces where people can share. And every time, Maureen, that I host these support groups, it just reminds me how much women need that. And people are so vulnerable. They're so open in speaking about some of the challenges that they are faced with. So we also hosted some empowerment sessions, and it's open to any woman. As long as you follow our Facebook page, our IG, QGU, Queen Get Up, you cannot miss it. You will be updated on some of what we're doing. So there's a space for every single woman. So I'm hoping to see you at Queen Get Up 2025.
And on that note, what else can we say? We definitely look forward to it. And congratulations on your second staging as well.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Sasha, your turn. In the coming days, you better expect that we need to tap into how our soca artists and our calypsonians, our creatives are gearing up for the season. Well, here's the first one. We caught up with Dezral recently. Well, listen, this is the season, and from time to time we will be popping into the artists, the creatives as we move along, because they're all over the place right now. That's their time, man. We just popped into Dezral right here. Dezral, avocado, what's supposed to do with it?
You're supposed to oil it, wash it, lubricate it.
That's right. Get it right. That's real.
Awesome.
First off, let me say, you know what? The season kicked off. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, being involved in the industry, the season is definitely kicking off for you on a high note. That little song, did you know that when you put on that little thing there, you probably just say, well, let me just start, get the ball rolling. It feels like that, and then the thing just connect and you ain't going nowhere.
Well, boy, I just wanted to put it out for my followers on Instagram. And yeah, I say, you probably get a little 10,000 views, and,
Right.
I'll be satisfied. So it wasn't anything I expected to become big in the place. So
Yes.
yeah.
Right now, what we talking? We're talking numbers, and the song is not dying. It's like every day you hear the song, you have songs, they come out, there's a trend, people jump onto it, but it's like you have a lifespan and then it just dies out.
Right.
But this one looked like it holding on strong straight into the carnival season.
Well, that's something I was a little scared about, because we dropped it in March 13th, I think.
Yes.
Way before even the jazz or that same time. So
Around
like,
that time.
yeah, it was like, will it really hold up, especially if, all the artists dropping their tracks, and, once something is newer and fresher, it hits you harder. So,
Yeah.
but it still looks to be doing well. So
Doing
I'm
well.
happy for that.
What does the season look like for you? Well, that's that, and that is doing its own thing. So what is up? What next? What are some of the things that you have planned and in store for the season?
Well, I mean, Calypso as well, we're defending the title.
Absolutely.
So we looking to come back and take it again.
You were aligned to what tent again?
That's Fire 110.
Fire 110, and they had their showcasing already, and you performed. What was the response at the tent? What are your songs that you're performing? What is the idea? What is the impact you want to have on your songs for this year as well?
Well, the song. Well, I just did one song so far. The Immigrants, talking about
Right.
the U.S. and the deportation issue, and it's been a fair response.
Absolutely.
I mean, people were a little confused at first why Monrepo, why we chose there, but I mean, it's just a place in St. Lucia that we chose, a peaceful place. Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I've been enjoying
So
it.
you're confident looking forward, because most of the tents have already did their first showcasing. So are you confident because you would have seen the material from other persons? I mean, obviously you're defending a crowd, so you have to be looking at all of that.
Yeah, I am yet to check out KPT and TOT because they just uploaded it
Yes.
recently. So I'm actually waiting to watch that with my girlfriend. So yeah, so I'm checking it out, seeing what's the competition like, and just enjoying the Calypso on a whole.
Overall, though, I mean, the season has been, kicked off nicely after the Jazz. Normally in the past, I think you'll pay attention because you've been there. After the Jazz, we've had in the past we used to see like there used to be a little hindrance before the actual kickstart, but everything seems to have hipped up like really nicely, and the carnival season just flowed tremendously right after the Jazz, and we're here now at the Junior Carnival. You've been on the school tours as well,
Right? Yeah.
Oh, what do you feel about that?
No, it's one of the most important things. One, to do for the children and just to entertain them, give them a vibe, but also just nurturing St. Lucia Carnival because it really starts at that age. I remember when Ricky T and Monster and Ambi used to come to my school, Camille Henry, when I was a child. So doing that now, I understand the importance of it, of all the students that might want to be artists and writers and whatever in the future, just to keep St. Lucia Carnival going strong.
Absolutely. Any last word or any word you want to send out there to anybody that might be viewing right now over the entire product and the carnival season? Any word of advice?
Well, thanks for whoever supports me. I appreciate that. I just want us to have a very good, clean, fun, amazing carnival as usual, and just enjoy the season, be responsible, and take care. Love.
Absolutely. Dezral, I'm going to wash my car, brother.
Okay, that's good. Make sure it's well oiled.
Well oiled.
Welcome to your holistic path to wellness with Dr. Tanya Bobran. Let's talk about the power and wellness of women at midlife. I've lived through the fire of midlife and I've come out more powerful on the other side. Midlife can feel like a mystery. Our bodies are changing, our hormones are shifting, and suddenly things that used to work just don't anymore. You may feel exhausted, anxious, wired but tired, gain weight even when you're eating clean, and even feel like a stranger in your own body. But let me reassure you, you're not broken, you're becoming. Midlife is not a crisis, it's a crossroad, a moment of deep reckoning and even deeper remembering. This is the time when your body asks, are you ready to live in alignment with who you truly are? It's not just about hormones, it's about wisdom. And when we listen, when we truly listen, we find that midlife is not the end. It's the activation of your next most powerful chapter. So how can we navigate this sacred and sometimes stormy season? I'm going to share 3 powerful tools that we use in my More Joy method to help women feel whole again, body, mind, and soul. The first tip I'm going to give you is to heal your metabolism with rhythm. At midlife, our metabolism slows down, not to punish us, but to protect us. Our bodies are craving for more rhythm, not more restriction. Some of the simple tools you can try is to eat at consistent times each day, prioritize protein first along with healthy fats, and give our bodies 12 hours between dinner and breakfast so that our bodies get a chance to detoxify properly. When our blood sugar is balanced, our mood, energy, and sleep will all improve. The second thing I want to talk about is supporting our nervous system. This is the nervous system decade. You may feel more anxious, more overstimulated, and find it harder to settle down. Start with 5 minutes of breath work daily. Grounding practices like walking barefoot on the earth or by the beach can also help. And restorative movement like yoga or stretching are powerful tools to reset our nervous system and move our body out of fight or flight and into rest and digest and repair mode, which is where deep healing starts. The third thing is to use our hormonal shifts to really get into a nervous system reset. Our bodies may need additional support like herbal remedies or even supplements to help us navigate that. Hormone testing is controversial but important, and we can look for things like hormone therapy or other supplements that may help us navigate this time in our lives. It's not about trying to be 25 years again. It's about becoming the strongest, healthiest versions of who we are right now. Midlife is not a decline. It's a reclamation. It's a time to finally put yourself at the center of your story, not out of selfishness, but out of self-love and self-honoring. You are not fading. You are ascending. And with the right support, the right tools, and the right care, you can move through this season, not just surviving, but thriving. I'm Dr. Tanya Bobran, and I'd like to remember that your joy, your power, your wellness are all still within you. Let's rise into this new season with purpose and power and passion, and let's do it together.
Listen, we at the gardens. Y'all, what's that? Ministry of Agriculture, you need to enlighten me a bit. I fall upon this tree here with these little fruits, and I don't know what it is. Can I eat this? What? It smells so good. Somebody need to enlighten me. But that's our show for today. Please don't leave me hanging. I need to know what this is. I need to know what this is, and I need to know if we can have it, if we can eat it. All right? Enjoy your Wednesday, and we're doing it again tomorrow for another DBS This Morning.